this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, so yeah. Quite frankly, it has been a couple weeks since after my last thoughts video that I did, and I knew for sure that I had a good reason to do another one of these for quite some time, because yeah, I've been busy for the past couple weeks for sure, but now, yeah, I think, I guess if anything, pretty much for the past couple weeks, I think it has been gone down pretty good with, of course, my classes at college as normal, and made my big epic return to visiting conventions after quite some time with TorCon, to which, yeah, by the way, for those who actually tuned into my latest con vlog and my What the Pickup episode on the stuff that I bought while I was there, thank you so much, and it really means a whole lot, and especially from the really great feedback from the people that I've seen at the convention for sure. Yeah, it was really great fun, and not to mention, my sister came by for this weekend just to pay us a nice visit for sure. Yeah, pretty much going to see the Broadway musical Hamilton, which was awesome, and even tuned in to this year's Academy Awards, which really took us by surprise for sure, but hey, regardless on that, the past couple weeks has been quite busy for me right about now, and thankfully, seeing how I am currently on my spring break, right about now from, of course, my classes at college, and I'm already getting myself fully prepared for, of course, Heroes and Villains Con coming up this weekend, which I am really excited for. I guess I kind of figured I would take the time right about now to actually take a look at some stuff while I'm currently doing so right about now. Particularly some stuff on Netflix for sure, because yeah, I kind of figure I would be up for a nice little watch on Netflix for sure, because why the hell shouldn't I? So yeah, I guess that's a good way to, of course, stay it right about now. So yeah. All right. So yeah, and I guess for today's thoughts video right about now, I will admit, since we're already past that certain holiday for, of course, this month, I seem to be a bit overdue right about now, but hey, luckily enough, I am doing it right now, because, hey, I need to find some spare time from, of course, on my busy schedule for sure, and again, why the hell shouldn't I? So yeah, I guess for today's thoughts video right about now, we're actually going to be diving into something that I was a bit iffy on when I first knew about it some time ago. But since after it finally came out, and especially from what I'm seeing in the trailers, it did somehow pique my interest, and I'm willing to check it out once it becomes available sometime soon. And luckily enough, for the past couple of months right about now, it has made available on Netflix very recently, and I actually got the chance to actually see it right about now. So yeah, and of course, I just got seeing it right about now, and I might as well talk about it. So yeah, I guess for today's thoughts video right about now, we're actually going to be diving into not just another movie on Netflix for sure, but particularly pretty much an animated feature film on Netflix for sure. So yeah, and I think it's actually quite clear on what I'm actually going to be going for, but for those who don't, I guess for today's thoughts video right about now, let's go ahead and strap on our dancing shoes right about now, as we officially take a look at the latest animated feature film that just landed Netflix as of 2 months ago, which is none other than Riverdance. Excuse me, I seem to have sorry about that. I think I must have got myself clogged up for a second, but hey, regardless on that, where was I? Oh yeah, I guess right about now, let's go ahead and strap on our dancing shoes right about now, as we take a look at the latest animated feature film that had just landed on Netflix very recently, or in this case, as of 2 months ago, which is none other than Riverdance, the animated adventure. So yeah, that's what I was about to say right about now. I just need to breathe right about now. So So yeah, I need a drink just to clear my throat. So yeah. Yeah. Much better overhead by now. So yeah, I guess if anything, I think just by saying the title alone, I guess I kind of figure you guys are wondering, what? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably a reaction I'm gonna get. Just what? Okay, but for those who don't, let me explain right about now. Yeah, I think I guess if anything for this movie right about now, Riverdance the anime adventure right about now, I guess of course the latest anime feature film that just landed on Netflix a couple months ago, which right around almost a year ago actually made its debut on Sky Cinema in the UK for sure, and in case you do not know pretty much what this movie is, of course, based on for sure, and yes, it is, of course, based on something that that has already existed before, but for this case, given to the title alone, it is, of course, based off on, of course, the stage show by the same name. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Yeah, that is literally what I actually said right about now, and never actually heard of the stage show itself, Riverdance? Then what the hell are you missing on? So yeah, I guess for those who actually don't know what Riverdance is, it is of course a brilliantly and yet marvelous stage show which is actually devoted to, well, Irish step dancing for sure. But yeah, I think pretty much if anything, yeah, I think what else can I say about Riverdance that hasn't already been said for sure? It is, of course, one of the most recognizable dance shows that have been around since the mid-90s for sure. Pretty much, yeah, and since actually made its debut, it has become pretty much a phenomenal stage show that is still going on for well over 25 years right about now. So yeah, and of course from everything from of course the pretty much the wonderful colors and scenery and even everything else that I can say, to of course the really incredible music all the way. And let's not forget to mention the main highlight for, of course, the show is, of course, the really nice dancing that they actually incorporate in, like not just Irish step dancing for sure, but also bring a mixture of flamenco dancing, Russian folk dancing, American tap, and plenty of others that I can list at the top of my head. I guess there's no doubt in my mind that Riverdance for sure is, of course, a really recognizable dance show for sure, and it has been going on for quite some time. So yeah, if you look up Riverdance on either Google or YouTube, you might actually find yourself getting into the thrill of course, what the show is actually offered for sure. Whether, of course, you listen to, of course, the soundtrack to the show for sure, or just, well, watching a live taping of the actual show itself, it's actually really great, and for those two I actually mentioned, I recommend both for sure. So yeah, and let's not forget to mention, I myself actually have a really nice fascination with Riverdance for sure as a stage show for sure. Yeah, I'm actually seeing twice for sure, and trust me when I say it didn't disappoint me one bit. It is, of course, a marvelous dance show all the way, and it's one that I can definitely say that I really enjoyed hands down. So yeah. And of course, I've not only still held on to my DVD copy of the Best of Riverdance, that is, of course, out during the show's 10th anniversary at the time, but I do remember personally at a young age, I knew for sure that my love for Riverdance actually did lead me to try out pretty much Irish step dancing for only a few weeks for sure. So yeah, didn't last long, and I didn't get myself fully into the midst of it, but it was actually a really great time for sure. So yeah. Who knew that I would actually take, that I used to take Irish step dance class, following up to my love for Riverdance for sure. But hey, I digress right about now, so yeah. Like I say, if you've never actually heard of Riverdance, highly recommend checking that one out. It actually will blow you away for sure, So yeah, and so when I actually heard the news that they were going to be making a movie on, of course, the popular show that I know and love, I did kind of get a bit confused for sure, and I almost smelled a recipe for a disaster for sure. I mean, if you have seen my thoughts video that I did years ago on the 2019 movie adaptation of Cats, you would know for sure on that I would feel a little bit scared and yet nervous at the same time, almost like it would actually be on the same level. But luckily enough, around the time it was actually coming out in the UK through Sky Cinema, I knew from the trailer I was a big mix on it at first, but it did somehow pique my interest, and I'm actually quite curious to check it out for sure. So yeah. I guess it's what I can say on that, and truth be told, I actually didn't knew for the fact that it's already out on Netflix for the past couple months for sure. But luckily enough, I did manage to find some free time and actually decide to watch this movie for sure, just to see if my curiosity will pay off for sure. And well, I just literally finished watching it on Netflix right about now, and now that that's over, I guess the only question I know a lot of you guys are wondering is, what do I think of this movie overall? Well, I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot for me to take in, but since after spending about an hour and a half watching this, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. No, I'm completely serious. I actually thought this movie is actually pretty good for sure. Yeah, is it Die Hard fantastic and meets the same level as the actual dance show in its entirety? No, not really, but I say for what it is, I know it does have some flaws for sure, but I actually find myself liking this movie for sure, So yeah, I think it's the pretty much the best way I can describe it for sure. It is flawed, yes, but it's still surprisingly pretty good in the end. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've actually got that out of the way, and I know a lot of you guys are a bit confused on, of course, why I thought about this movie. Let me go into, of course, the stuff that I need to talk about for sure. First of all is, of course, the story for, of course, this movie. And yeah, I think I knew for sure that in comparison to the stage show in particular, I think we do know for sure that the main highlight of course, the show in its entirety is, of course, the music and the dancing for sure. But yeah, I think pretty much of anything through those two aspects throughout the show itself, it actually does do a fine job that you can actually picture in your head that it would actually tell a really good number of stories throughout the course of the music and the dancing for sure. So I guess if anything, how can you actually cram that in for, of course, an hour and a half long movie for sure? Well, they actually did find a way, and to its credit, I actually do think the story for, of course, this movie may have some bumps in particular, but it's still structured out pretty well. Yeah, I think with, of course, what I'm actually seeing for sure, I say it actually did a fine job in, of course, laying out a pretty good storyline for, of course, this movie, and structures that how to help it keep itself contained for an hour and a half long flick, and for that, it actually did do a fine job with, of course, what it's actually done for sure, and like I said, it does have some bumps in between that I just don't think actually worked in particular, but I say they did a fine job story-wise for, of course, this movie to actually make it its own individual storyline for sure, and not trying to, basically be an anthology film repeating the exact same storylines like in the differing number of dance numbers throughout the course of the show, but yeah, I think that's probably the best way I can describe the story for, of course, this movie, and I still think they did a fine job with, of course, this one, and not only that, I also find the writing for, of course, this film, to which I will have to say, pretty much from dialogue-wise, and of course, bits of action written out, and everything that the entire film's screenplay has, of course, giving us for sure. Like I said, it does have some stuff that I just don't think actually worked in particular, but I say for what it is, I say they did a fine job with, of course, the film's writing for sure. Maybe I think there could have been a few tweaks to it to actually make it all the line fantastic for sure, or maybe have one or two elements either add in or cut out just to shorten out the runtime for, of course, this movie, as some parts of it does drag on for a little bit too long for sure, but I still think they did a fine job with, of course, the writing for, of course, this film. So yeah, I guess that's the best way I can describe both the story and the writing for, of course, this movie overall. Yeah, they're not really great by all means, and like I said, they do have some stuff in it that I just don't think actually worked in particular, but I still think they did a fine job with it regardless. So yeah, it's the best way I can describe this movie for, yeah, mainly those two aspects in this movie in particular. So yeah. Alright, so now that I've got the first two out of the way, I guess I might as well go ahead and move on to the next things I need to talk about, which are, of course, the characters. And yeah, I will admit, they're not terrible characters by all means, but some of them actually did have a really good sense of development for sure. Like, of course, yeah, I think probably the probably two characters I have to say are, of course, the two main leads for sure is, of course, Keegan and his best friend Maya for sure. Yeah, and I think that's what her name is. I couldn't remember right now because I'm crammed in to, of course, get out the best I can for, of course, this movie. I will admit the chemistry between our two main leads actually do follow through just fine. I think they really do a fine job with those two regardless. I'm really glad they didn't resort to having a nice romance together, as they pretty much remained best friends throughout the course of this movie, which, I'm not gonna lie, is actually a really nice tactic they went for. So yeah, and of course the rest of the characters, I have to say, I will admit, some of them actually do have some pretty good development for sure, and I really love on how well built up they actually build up certain characters for sure, and I'm really glad that they did take their time to, of course, help establish each one, though, like I said, not all of them, as I do kind of wish they're kind of a bit pointless and not really annoying by all means, but not really that great either. But I still think the rest did just fine for sure. So yeah, I think that's the good way I can describe the characters in, of course, this movie, and of course all the actors that actually came on board to play all these characters. I'm not gonna lie, I think some of them, I will have to say, are casted pretty well. Some that I just don't think, yeah, pretty much some that I do think are miscasted for sure. But yeah, sort of a back and forth situation on, of course, that one. But some of them still turned out some pretty fine performances overall. So yeah. I guess if anything, pretty much for what it is, I actually do think all the actors that came on board for, of course, this movie, like I said, some of them are casted pretty good, while others I do kind of feel are miscasted, but I will say the voice acting actually did fine for sure. I will admit maybe some are a bit off in their delivery, in their lines for sure, but the rest actually did do the best they can with the material that they're given for sure. So yeah, I guess that's the good way I can describe both the characters and the actors, and of course this movie overall. So yeah, it's pretty much the best way I can describe it. Alright, so now that I've actually got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Well, quite a whole lot, actually. I think for stars, seeing how pretty much it is called Riverdance, the animated adventure, I guess it's actually quite fitting that I would actually talk about the animation, and of course, to its credit, I actually do think the animation in this movie, I'm not gonna lie, I will admit it's not pretty much great animation by all means, as it's not Disney or Pixar levels of great animation for sure, but I do think the animation, of course, this movie is actually pretty good. And I will admit, some of the characters' designs are a bit off, and I just don't think actually flowed out pretty well, and could have actually been rendered out a whole lot more. But the rest, I have to say, did do a fine job for sure. Like, of course, pretty much the backgrounds and the scenery has a really good sense of color for sure, and really does scream everything that I'm seeing for of course a movie about, well, either Ireland or Irish dancing for sure, and I say it actually really does work well, and just by seeing it alone, I was like, man, I really wanted to be in that environment. It's actually really that great, and I also really do love the brilliant touches that they did. Like, of course, a really nice sense of texture, and of course, some really great lighting for sure to help blending everything that from what I'm actually seeing. It is actually that great. So. Oh yeah, I think I should also mention but now on top of all that, again, seeing of how Riverdance is, of course, devoted to Irish dancing for sure, you would expect that there will be some, well, dancing, of course, this movie, and you bet your ass they really did deliver on that, because yeah, the choreography and the dancing, of course, this movie, I'm not gonna lie, actually did flow out pretty well. There was never one moment where, of course, I would actually say some steps are a bit off, and some are just cluttered up for sure. No, they actually kept the dancing actually flowed out for, of course, this movie, and they really did deliver on that. I just love the way it actually turned out for sure, and yeah, and of course, pretty much going back a bit to the animation, I really do admire that they really mocap, yeah, pretty much have some really good motion capture for sure to help with the dancing for sure. I mean, it can be difficult to accomplish for sure, but I'm really glad that it actually paid off in the end, and I say it actually worked well. There was never one moment where of course it goes a little cartoony for sure. No, they actually kept the dancing actually nicely flowed out for sure, and it really works well in my opinion. So yeah, I guess that's the best way I can describe both the animation and of course pretty much the choreography and the dancing, and of course this movie for sure, and oh yeah, I think I should also mention the music for sure, and yeah, I think from what I'm actually seeing over here, but I think the music and of course this movie really shine through for of course this one, and I am really impressed with of course what I've actually seen for of course this movie, pretty much mixing in with of course music from the actual show itself, composed by Bill Whelan, really does flow out through, and I'm really glad they didn't actually just didn't use pretty much use one sense of one piece of music for of course one part of the movie, and then just get rid of it and just compose original music. No, they actually flubbed out the almost all of the music and of course the actual show itself throughout the film's score, and it really does blending perfectly, and I just really do admire on how well it actually sounds, and I think it actually does goes to show that the music actually does help tell the story, and this movie actually really did prove that for sure. So yeah, and let's not forget to mention, I really do admire some really great camera shots that they threw in for sure, with some brilliant cinematography, and again, I think to go alongside with the dancing, I really do admire that they really move the camera in certain areas to help with the flow of the dancing and of course this movie, and it really does work well, and I love the way on how well shot this movie is for sure, and I also really do admire that it really did cog up perfectly with some really fantastic editing for sure. So yeah, I guess with everything else that I can't say right about now, that actually does prove on how much I actually really like this movie. So yeah, I guess that's the good way I can actually describe it for sure. Again, I just don't think it's actually perfect by all means, but I still think it actually is good nevertheless. So yeah. Alright, so now that I've actually got everything that I need to say right but now, I guess it actually does show on how much I really like this movie. Again, I just don't think it's actually pitch perfect by all means, because, yeah, there is a lot to actually pick apart with this movie, and trust me, there is a good couple for sure, like, probably for one thing, I just don't think the villain, of course, of this movie, I just don't think it's actually that engaging to me, as he's more of your typical kids movie villain as normal, which is actually a bit of a letdown for sure, but hey, can't deny, it's just one thing I really don't think worked out well in, of course, this movie, and not only that, I got the comedy, of course, this movie, I will strangely admit, some of them I just don't think actually worked out pretty well, and I just kind of think it's actually kind of pointless for sure, but then again, maybe I think it would have been cut out for sure, just to keep things nice and flowed out for sure, and let's not forget to mention there's even some subplots in this movie that like I said, maybe could have been cut out more, because they seem to go absolutely nowhere, and I just don't think actually flowed out well for, of course, the main plot for this movie, but still, again, you could have probably cut those out, and the rest would have turned out fine for sure, so. But yeah, I guess if anything, those are just my main complaints for, of course, this movie for sure. The rest, I have to say, still turned out pretty good nevertheless, so yeah, I guess overall, I'm actually really glad I got to see this movie for what it is, and I'm glad I got to give it a good chance for sure, because yeah, I guess all in all, yeah, I guess Riverdance, the animated adventure, yeah, may not be pitch perfect in my opinion, but I still think it actually is a good movie nevertheless. Yeah, and again, excuse me. Please get the sentence at home after you breathe, damn it. So, yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, I guess, like I said, Riverdance the Anime Adventure is not really pitch perfect by all means, but I do think it actually is a good movie nevertheless. Yeah, and of course, I will strangely admit, it does miss their marks, but with, of course, everything else I've actually said, it does help to overshadow it, which actually makes it not really a great ride for sure, but still a good one that's actually worth getting on to have a good time for sure, so yeah, and I guess that's the good way I can actually describe this movie overall. And for while I will admit, this movie actually really did impress me with what it's actually done. I think I know for sure that I will strangely prefer, not strangely, but actually prefer the official stage show a whole lot more. That one really does shine through all the way, and yeah, I guess if anything, when you really get down to it, there can only be one Riverdance, and that being, of course, well, the actual stage show in particular. It was, it was perfectly flowed down with some fantastic dancing and some marvelous music all the way, and I know for sure it's definitely one show that that you would definitely have a good time for sure. So yeah. I guess that's the good way I can actually describe this, just pretty much describing overall. Yeah, the stage show is certainly much better, but I know for sure that the movie on its own really does stand well on its own, and again, not perfect, but still a good one that's definitely worth checking out. So yeah. I guess that's the good way I can actually describe this movie. So yeah, if you are quite curious to see it for yourself, then by all means, go ahead and do so. It's currently available on Netflix right about now, so if you got the time, definitely watch this movie for yourself. And again, if you want to experience Riverdance, the actual stage show for sure, like I said, I highly recommend you pretty much either listen to the soundtrack to the stage show in its entirety, or check out a live taping of the show in different incarnations, just to get that feeling for yourself, or even better yet, if it's in your area right but now, definitely go see the actual stage show. Like I said, you're guaranteed to have a good time for sure. So yeah, and again, this movie, not perfect by all means, but it's still one that is definitely worth checking out, and I still recommend it regardless. So yeah, for my final score right about now, I'll be nice here, and I'll give it a 7 out of 10 as my final score. Like I say, it's not pitch perfect by all means, but I still think it is actually a really, really good movie that is worth your time checking out. So yeah, I guess that's the good way I can actually describe this movie overall. So what else can I say except, well, strap on your dancing suit. Yeah, excuse me for a second, can't seem to talk right, but yeah, I guess, if anything, probably the only way I can, say right about now is, of course, well, strap on your, dancing shoes and, pretty much, dance your way, across the river to, see this movie for yourself. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, I guess that'll pretty much do exactly that. Thank you guys so much for watching this this latest thoughts video, and let me know in the comment section below if you have seen Riverdance the Animated Adventure and what you thought about it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites I have provided. All the links to them are down in the description box below. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks to some videos that I got coming up in the near future, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications, so that way you'll be notified once I upload a brand new video. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and yeah, glad I finally got the hang on movie out of the way. So yeah, now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna pretty much be busy this spring break ramping now, as I got lots to do right about now. But don't worry, plenty more videos are gonna be coming your way very, very soon. And yeah, like I said, I know I've got a lot of work to do to prep myself for Heroes and Villains Con coming up this weekend. And I'm still pretty excited to go this year for sure. But I guess until then, and right up until the next video, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in, well, the next video. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much about it. Catch you later.